regular Eveleth City Council meeting scheduled for 5 p.m. July 2nd will now come to order.
Counselor Rousey.
Roll call.
Counselor Koivunen.
Here.
Counselor Lillis.
Here.
Counselor Hadrava.
Here.
Mayor Vysalovich.
Here.
I'm gonna switch.
Approval of minutes, special city council meeting, June 19th, 2019. No one has any questions or additions? Ask for a motion, we approve those minutes.
So moved.
Motion made by Koivunen, do I have a support? Support by Rousey, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Approval of tonight's agenda. And looks like we have one addition under new business, a pay request
And Mayor,
for the water tower.
yeah, and also can you add the change of time for August 6th? And then to authorize the purchase of new video equipment for the council chambers?
Change of time for August 6th. Look at this, can't even get a pen that writes. Look at this.
Check that.
Shit.
Oh, here.
Thank you, John. What's the other one?
Video equipment? And then the pay request to hand it out, please, for the
Yeah,
water tower
Okay.
things.
Pay request number 10, change of council meeting date will be number 11, and request for new video equipment for the council chambers will be number 12. Anybody else have any additions or deletions for the agenda?
Oh, Mayor, I should wake up here, sorry about that. So our friends at Habitat for Humanity have informed me that, hold on here. Number 4, that they no longer need that. They worked on a different financing deal with the USDA, so we
Oh.
can remove number 4.
Okay, delete item number 4
Yes.
from the agenda.
Thank you.
Addition of 10, 11, 12, delete number 4. Anybody else have any changes? If not, call for a motion to approve tonight's agenda with these changes.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Hadrava, do I have a support?
Support.
Support by Lillis, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. None, not me. We have no appointments or presentations, and anybody from the audience like to address the council at this time? If not, I'll allow time at the end of the meeting. Consent agenda, approval of payroll, June 1st through the 15th, approval of claims, June 2019, and St. Louis County Development Block Grant Agreement between St. Louis County and the City of Eveleth, and Cooperative Landscape Agreement between the State of Minnesota Department of Transportation and the City of Eveleth. Anybody have any questions on any of these items? If not, I'll call for motion that we approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Motion made by Rousey, do I have support?
Support.
Support by Koivunen, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. No public hearings. No unfinished business. Item J1, resolution accepting donation from Town of Vale for a new ambulance. Amount of $20,000. Anybody have any questions on that?
Is that what they, was the last time?
I believe it was.
I think that's for additional upgrades to the,
In the power cut.
yeah.
Yep.
No one has any questions, call for a motion that we approve the resolution accepting a donation from the town of Vale for the ambulance.
So moved.
Made by Lillis, do I have support?
I'll support that with a,
Thank
maybe a
you.
letter of thank you.
Support by Hadrava, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Pay request number 1 from G-Man Environmental Services, the amount of $40,550 for residential demolitions. I see you've been knocking a few down in town, Jackie.
They are completed now.
Oh, they're done?
Yes.
Okay. No one has any questions, a call for motion that we authorize this pay request.
So moved.
Motion made by Rousey, do I have support?
Support.
Support by Lillis, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 3, resolution in support of 2020 capital budget request for the City of Eveleth Public Buildings and Improvements. Anybody have any questions on that resolution? If not, I'll call for a motion. We'll to approve this resolution as it's printed.
So.
Motion made by Koivunen. Do we have a support?
I'll support.
Support by Drava. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We deleted item number 4. Item number 5, request to purchase new transmission for 2006 International dump truck. Gary, is that installed or are we reinstalling it or?
No, that's installed.
Oh,
That's
it's
everything,
installed,
yeah.
okay.
And that's a core charge with it that will get about, close to 3,000 back. We've had quite a bit of trouble with this truck, even though it's one of our newer trucks, 2006, but we have had quite a bit over the years. But we know a new truck is about 150,000, so we're keep repairing it. But that transmission is shot. It can't be repaired.
I bent that truck a few years ago. Yes. Quite the history.
You said you did that to this
I
truck?
did something to it. Part of the problem.
I have no problem, I'll so move on this because a new
Okay.
truck is lots of money, so this is just the
Oh, yeah.
kick in the bucket.
Do I have a support for the motion?
Support.
Support by Rousey. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 6, request to purchase new air conditioning unit for golf course clubhouse. That's gotta be another old thing too, eh?
Well, we had a meeting out there, and, well, we've had a couple meetings, and, the air conditioning, I don't know how I can say it, it sucks. I mean, you'd be better off having a couple box fans out there, and, you know, now he's going after a new menu out there where he's getting a lot of people out there. I feel that if we can fix this, it'll help him out there, it'll help the club out there, people stick around out there. I mean, right now, it's, you get off the course, you run to your truck, you know, because it's hot in there. You know, with the high ceilings and,
It's all wore out.
you know, so we figured we'd run her up the flagpole and see if you fine gentlemen would agree with us, and let's put in some air conditioning.
And we have had that welded numerous times, but that's the problem with it. It's leaking by, so it doesn't hold the charge and it's
It's junk. It's a truck transmission. What are you gonna do? Call for a motion that we purchase new air conditioning unit for the golf course clubhouse.
Well, I'll so move.
Motion made by Koivunen. Do I have a support? Support by Rousey. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item number 7, approve hiring an EMT. Recommended by the EMS Operations Supervisor to hire Michael Gifford. No one has any questions? Call for motion and we approve the request.
So moved.
Support by Lillis, support by Drava. Any further discussion?
Just want to thank Mr. Gifford for becoming a part of our team.
It's nice to see that.
We have some transition underway, and it's nice to see the spots being filled.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Resignation letter from Elizabeth Block. She's our library clerk. Was she there very long, Jackie? or-
You know, Mayor, she wasn't there very long. When we hired, you know, the library clerk position, I expect people to sometimes want to come and learn and move on, and we're supportive of people wanting to better themselves, so.
Do we have to start the process all over again?
Yes, we do. That's the next item.
Oh, man. Well, I'd like to call for motion that we accept the letter of resignation from Elizabeth Block and a thank you for time served at the Eveleth Library.
So moved.
Motion made by Rousey. Do I have support?
Support.
Support by Coivinon. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Item number 9, approval posting of vacant library clerk position within ASME and externally if necessary. Anybody have any questions? Call for a motion that we approve the posting of this vacant position.
Make that motion.
Motion made by Adrava, do I have support?
Support.
Support by Lillis, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Item number 10. Pay request for water tank improvements in amount of $142,690. You're recommending that we pay him this money, Rod?
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
I'm gonna snooze him for a minute.
I see they're working on it, like usually 7 days a week on that thing.
Yeah, they're in there.
There was some question, when it was gonna, we thought it was gonna be done. Do we have a estimated date?
I believe it's the end of July, beginning of August, maybe up into the middle of August, depending on the weather.
Okay.
But they're moving along fast, yeah, they're working the weekends, they're going steady up there.
Yeah, they're
doing a
like-
good job.
10, 12-hour days there.
They're just about done on the inside, and they'll bring up the containment and start sandblasting the outside. So once they're done with that, they'll put on the paint and primer and paint and get out of here.
If no one has any questions, I call for a motion that we grant this pay request.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Adrava, do I have a support?
I'll support.
Support by Coivinon, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Item number 11, change of meeting time for our August meeting, August 6th. What,
3 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, we're suggesting 3 o'clock then,
do they give enough time?
to give enough time for all you folks and to get to where you need to be and for
Because that's
Tim.
National Night Out, so
Correct.
everybody can get where they gotta be?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody have any questions or suggestions? If not, call for a motion that we change the council meeting time to 3 o'clock from 5.
So moved.
Motion made by Rousey, do we have a support?
I'll support it.
Support by Adrava, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Item 12, purchase of new video equipment. I know we've been having issues televising the meeting, especially with the sound. And we've got a quote on upgrading our system here. Jack, you want to give a little?
Yes, I've talked to Hugo Mariucci and Greg Schulzenberg here. And so we have a quote for $9,392 to get us up on technology and be able, new switcher, better cameras. So we recommend that we do this upgrade. It's been a long time.
Anybody have any questions? It seems to have always been an issue at some point, especially the sound here. But if no one has any questions, call for motion that we grant approval to purchase this equipment. And that is installed, right, Jack?
Correct.
Okay.
So moved.
Support?
Motion made by Coivinon, support by Adrava. Any further discussion?
Just want to say that, from my view, it's pretty important that we keep the public informed. This is a necessary part of the process, upgrading equipment on our, well, it's been many years since we've had an upgrade, but
Be surprised how many people do view.
Yes.
And-
Yeah, there's a lot
and
of
they make
folks-
it known that, geez, there wasn't I couldn't hear a thing, or what's
Right.
going on, and so, yeah, I don't mind sinking 10 grand into keeping the people informed.
Well, the last meeting, there was a lot of things on there no one could hear. It was a pretty long meeting. There's a lot of very, very good items to talk about, but
I wasn't missed then.
Here,
You're the new janitor.
Well, the good news is there was sound on the replays.
Yes, there was.
Yep, so that's good.
it was, oh, excellent.
Yeah.
In fact, I called several people to see the sound.
Yeah,
sound must be working tonight because my phone isn't ringing.
yep. Correct.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. That takes care of new business. Anybody have any committee reports or commission reports?
Golf course is looking good. I think it's one of the best it's looked in a long time. You know, I've no complaints. Hopefully now with the air conditioning in there, it'll be a lot better.
Are they running average for,
Well, we were ahead a little bit.
yeah?
You know, at
Come through the
our
winter a lot
last
better than
meeting,
last year.
at our last meeting, we were ahead, we were up still 21,000.
Oh, yeah.
But that'll never be there anymore, but it was just a nice
Still.
feeling to be up 21,000 for a
Well, it's
little
nice to hear
while.
that it's running smoothly though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know,
Of course, doesn't
it's like everything else, you know, that building, when we sit there and we think about it, it was put out there many years ago. You know, so each year that goes by, the winter beats the hell out of everything, and it just, it happens, you know, but.
Shake the dice.
But that's going okay, and then I just wanted to say, like everybody else is probably gonna say, is happy 4th of July to everybody. And I hope they have a safe and happy one.
Yes. Anybody, you have anything else to bring up, John?
Not that I'm aware of.
Joe, you got anything else?
No, I'm good.
Brian?
From the EDA's perspective, I guess, the most exciting news is the unveiling of the newest statue tomorrow afternoon. Quite an undertaking once again. Kudos to Bill Aho, who has kind of spearheaded this along, and it's gonna come to a conclusion tomorrow afternoon. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. The other issue with regard to the EDA is we've taken a long time to get to where we're at, but now we're at a point where we're finalizing the upgrade to our Highway 53 corridor plan. So, you know, I really feel a little bit disappointed we didn't get there for this year's season, or this planning season, but I'm fairly confident that by next season, we'll start to make those improvements, and I think it's really gonna be a wonderful thing to see. It's gonna be a real beautiful, or make the entrance to the city a whole lot more beautiful, so. That's all I had, Mayor.
Brad?
We did a park commission meeting not too long ago. We have full park out at Veterans Park. We updated some more Christmas decorations and spent some more money, and we are progressing. Our parks are full, and the Veterans Park is doing its thing very, very well. And it seems like a lot of people like it. It's full, and it's very, very nice thing to see.
You know, through the years, we had people make a special trip here to see what a nice park that is to camp there. It really is. I really don't have too much to, one question, Rod, remember we asked you to look at some of those lots of West Eveleth, somebody had interest in buying?
Yes, I did look at the lot adjacent, or between that property owner that was making the request and the stormwater retention pond. It is a lot with a relatively steep slope on it. It's buildable, and it would require some terracing or some fill hauled in to make it flatter, you know, for a structure, but I guess the concern is the stormwater pond next to it, so.
Yeah,
I
that's,
don't know, I forget what he was offering, but, it seemed feasible to sell it to him for a reduced price, yes.
because I know I took a ride by it too, and I was looking at that part of it, because there's a lots out there that are, from a landscape standpoint, a lot nicer, but I don't know, anybody have any ideas what you wanna?
I think he just wants, what do you say he wants to do? Just wants to fix it up, or just kind of level it out in green space, or did he want to put a garage there? What was his?
I think
Well,
green
we have
space.
No junk cars, that's what.
Well, I think the big thing is we're not
We
gonna
have
be
a
able to.
bench there, and it's right next to that.
Yeah, we're not gonna sell it to anybody for a house
overflow,
because they don't want
or
it.
whatever you wanna call it, that pond, which is mosquito heaven, and, so it's not the most desired. I mean, it's not, you know,
I mean, if he's willing to do something with it and give us a
Right,
few
give us a
bucks,
long-range
then
plan
so be
maybe.
it.
So we knew, but yeah.
Mitch, do we have to post that for sale or anything, or offers? or
No, I
something?
mean, if he's made an offer and the council, it's within your discretion if you wanna
Oh,
sell it
okay.
to him. If he's offering fair market value for the lot, that's your discretion.
Can we go back at him with a different offer, Mitch?
Sure. Negotiations, my
Yeah,
friend.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Do we know what he offered?
I didn't bring it with me, sorry. I'll have to look into it. Not off the top of my head. We'll have to circle back to you guys.
I mean, the lots were going for $5,000.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if he offered $2,500, I mean, that's half price, it'd be a no-brainer.
Right.
I mean, I'd be happy
It
with that.
increases the
We don't
value
want
of
to own
his,
it.
Yeah.
his lot
We
and
don't-
tax
we don't
value
know.
of this, yeah.
Yeah.
And we all know how it's nice to have that little extra piece to do stuff with.
Yes.
He just wants to make his yard bigger and nicer.
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
And cut the grass.
Nice, it'll look nice, we like that looking nice.
'Cause I
It's
know-
actually looking really nice out there.
I know he bought, when the lots were primo out there, things were booming, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I say we begin negotiations with the gentleman.
Okay,
Or we just do.
Yeah.
I say we revisit it and do it again.
Yeah.
okay.
See if, see what he wants to pay us and tell us what he's gonna do with it, and then
Yeah.
so be
And,
it.
and just one, just one caution to the council. I mean, it is completely within your policy discretion, but just remember the overall covenants are out there when those went for sale is that, we would get one lot per, buyer. They
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to buy double lots, cause we wanted, that to fill up, but, so you do set a little bit of a precedent as you go forward on, people could come to you and wanna buy two lots instead of just one.
When,
but-
when we started out with this, we started, the lots were at $2,500, then they went to $5,000, and then some went back to $2,500. They flip-flopped on a few of them, so I don't think we're setting a precedent anyway.
Well, in this particular case, yeah, I'm gonna say there's a swamp pond there, an overflow. It's not like building
Yeah.
on St. Mary's Lake,
Right, and I think that, and I think that you've established that there's a record that this is kind of a unique lot.
Yeah.
Adjacent to his that, has some issues on how real buildable it is, so if somebody comes in the future and says, well, you set a precedent back then, I think you have a legitimate reason to explain why you were willing to sell this individual the lot next to
for
it.
that kind of.
Yeah, and I understand where you're coming from, because it does make a big
Oh, yeah.
difference, but, I mean, nobody's gonna build on this lot. I mean,
I'd say let's revisit it again.
let's revisit it and see what he wants to do with it.
Do we have to do some legal work for the covenants there, Mitch, too? then?
No, it's really your discretion, if
Okay.
if you wanna sell that to him, it's fine.
Well, we'll circle back to this the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Chief, you got anything to bring up? Now that
He's getting the mic out.
insanity's starting tomorrow night?
Here we go.
Mayor and Council, just a reminder, National Night Out is coming Tuesday, August 6th. There will be more information on that coming as soon as we get done with our 4th of July festivities, which I just want to make a big thank you to Jerry and his entire crew, and also to my entire staff for the duties of blight and trying to make sure some of these properties are looking good for the 4th of July. And with that, on a public safety standpoint, I just want to wish everybody a very safe and happy 4th of July weekend.
Jerry, you got anything to add?
I have nothing to add, all set.
Rod, you got anything else on any projects, or we're good?
More questions?
Jackie, you got
I
anything?
don't think so.
Mitch, you got anything?
Nothing from me, Mayor.
Nothing? Steph, you got anything to add? Anyone from the audience have anything?
Just remember, 5 o'clock tomorrow night for dedication. I just
5
want to
o'clock.
reinforce that.
Okay. No one else? I will adjourn the meeting.